This nigga fan walks up to me. He's like, Phoenix, give it back. And I pull out my pockets like these. I'm like, bro, I don't have it, bro. It's gone. And he's like, you're fucking lying. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And then eventually he's like, well, if you're not gonna give it to me, he started reaching in his pocket like this. I said, oh, hell no. Alright, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. You already know what it is, you know what I mean? It's your boy Phoenix, you know, we're on the field with our dicks out, you know what I'm saying? Tits out too if you're a woman, you feel me? But yeah, we back with a video. We got another story time. But before we get into that, we're on adjust. Alright. So 51.5% of y'all who watch my vids are not subscribed. What the fuck are y'all doing? You come over here, you click on my shit, you watch it, you sit down, whether you're sitting down or looking down at your phone, whatever, you watching it, and you don't sub. Right? I appreciate all the 48.5% though, y'all that be subbing and watch. I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all always welcome over here, you know what I'm saying? We be eating good. But these 51%ers, you see how they acting? Bro, like I said, we got a little story time video, you feel me? So, you know, I don't know how I'm going to title this vid yet, but basically, this was a failed robbery, a failed lick. Don't get into it. So, look, so back like in my middle school, high school days, right? That nigga was wild. I don't give a fuck about niggas. You know what I'm saying? I still don't. But like, you know, I calmed down a tad bit. Like, you know, I just, you know, I got duties and responsibilities, and I'm an adult now, so I can't wild out like how you can when you legit. You know, you kind of get away with a lot of shit that you can't get away with as an adult. You know what I'm saying? When you get into troubles and shit. So this story right here, there was this one of the local plugs, right? He lived in our school. He was this Arab young feller, you know what I'm saying? He was a sand dweller. I don't want to say his real name, so we're going to call him like Fareed Azbul Muhammad. So we're going to call him Fam for short. So the homie Fam, right? He was like one of the local plugs, you know what I mean? Just like I say, he's an Arab feller. And, you know, he smoked hella weed, but he was weird. Like, he would make bongs out of fire extinguishers, and like, he would like take apart like the top of a fire hydrant and like dab out of that shit. Like, I don't know. He never like smoked normally. Like, I smoked with him a few times, right? I never was really like friends with him like that, but like we had mutual friends, and there was a few occasions like, you know, we linked and smoked. And every time I try to smoke with this nigga, he got this fire extinguisher, weird ass bong, still got the fire extinguisher dust in it. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm not hitting that. What the fuck is that? And I took that as offense because of my name. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you bringing a nigga to me with a fire extinguisher? Like, what you trying to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you trying to do here? You feel me? Also, like I said, he was weird. And he always would brag about, like, he was from Afghanistan. I don't know what race, because I know he'd get offended if you said, like, he was Afghani. He's like, no, I'm not Afghani. I'm one of their clans, tribes. I don't fucking know, bro. So, I don't know, but he was part of one of those tribes or clans or faction up in Afghanistan and shit. And he always bragged about having cousins and uncles that was in the Taliban. Still in that shit the time we talk about this. So he would go brag to niggas. He would go to like the JRTC, whatever the fuck, JROTC niggas. He'd be telling these niggas like, yeah, I ain't joined the military. I got my niggas, y'all killing my family and shit. He would always brag about that randomly too. Weird nigga. Shit, I didn't believe him. But shit, further down the story, when this nigga goes super Arab, I kind of believe him. We gonna get to the lick, because that's what y'all here for. So, one day, I don't know what it was. I think I was mad about something, or I don't fucking know. The nigga was just like, fuck it. I need money. I hate niggas. Like I said, I was ignorant, right? So I was just like, fuck it. I'ma hit this nigga up, because I've bought from him before. So, anyway, point is, I hit him up on a school night. It's like Thursday, right? And literally like 2, 3 in the morning, right? Because I get this impulsive thought. I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to just do this shit, right? I text him on like Snapchat or Instagram. I forgot one of the two. And then he hits me up. And he's like, bro, it's 2 in the morning, bro. We got school in the morning. Like, can we like wait tomorrow after or like in the weekend? And I'm like, no, bro. I need it now. We're going to meet up at the park right now. I was like, I need it now. I need to smoke. And then also, that should be a red flag. For people, look, if you selling, right? If you just selling and niggas hit you up like 2, 3 in the morning and they kind of pressuring you like, hey, I need that shit, don't. No, don't sell to them. Don't even go. Don't even if you do, be safe, I guess. But like, that's just a good red flag. Niggas trying to do something to you. And I was doing that to this nigga, and this nigga wasn't catching a flag during the text. So he's just like, I'm telling him like, I need to go now. We can meet at the park. I need the weed now. I need it right now, right? 2, 3 in the morning on a school night. But he's just he's like chill about it. Then he eventually calls me because like he got over the texting and shit. And he's like, can we just do it after school around 5? And I was like, that works. Get off basketball practice around 4:30. So boom. So we go to, next day, we fast forward. I'm at school and I'm plotting. And, I go through school. Nothing really happened at school. Just went through class. I don't know what I did. Probably bullshit. But I do remember plotting. I do remember sitting there in the morning. I was sitting there like, nigga. After school and shit, I go home, right? And I didn't have basketball. I do remember we didn't have basketball practice. We were supposed to have basketball practice, but something happened. Like, there was like some school event or something. Got home a few hours early before we were supposed to meet. So I'm like, perfect. You know what I'm saying? This is more time to play in. And then I called my cousin and I tell him, hey, bro, I'm about to hit a lick. I remember I was in the bathroom getting dressed. I'm going to tell y'all the loadout I had. Y'all gonna laugh at me. The loadout was, like, retrospect was stupid. Even though this nigga told me that was stupid, I was just, like I said, I was ignorant. I was pure ignorance. But I call him, I'm like, hey, bro, I'm about to go hit a lick. And he's like, are you serious? And then I FaceTime him, I show him, like, what I'm wearing. He's like, oh, my God. He's like, all right, bro, be safe. He's like, wait, you have a strap? We gonna get to that, y'all. So, I had a BB gun. But I didn't have a good BB gun. Like an airsoft one, like an orange tip. I didn't get, like, no metal one. I didn't get, like, no SIGs. I didn't get none of that. I got the at the fucking Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree, they had plastic-ass airsoft guns with the spring, but they were black, right? And you could just paint, but they were plastic. I mean, like, you hit it, it's gonna fucking blow up like Legos. And then this nigga told me, he's like, bro, that's not gonna work. And I was like, don't worry about it, bro, I got it. And I had a mask and shit. After I get off the phone with him, now I'm just waiting to leave. It's been like, I remember waiting there for like an hour. I think I was like watching Naruto at the time. This is like when Naruto and Sasuke were like, I think this was like when they were fighting, like the last fight type shit, like that arc, like the last Ninja War type shit. I remember watching that shit a little bit. And then I hit the nigga up. I'm like, all right, bro, we're gonna meet at the park, right? Boom. So we gonna meet up at the park. Like I said, I still got my loadout. I had the bandana tucked under my shirt, like in my sleeve, like, how Trunks wears his shit, but I had it tucked in, right? So boom. But when I go to the park, funny thing is, these apartments that is by this park, these niggas had a meth lab, and there was a raid going on. As soon as I arrived, like the nigga wasn't there yet, I arrived before the nigga came, the nigga fam. I go to the park, I see 2 SWATs, I see niggas with their canines out. I saw the SWAT niggas pull out with M4s and shotguns and breaching the breaching door. I said, what the fuck going on? Like, even though I feel like what they're doing is way more important than what I'm about to do, I'm still not gonna risk it. I saw all that and ditched all that shit in the fucking bush. Like, because I got spooked. I was like, oh shit, they got, like, nigga, I don't want, I took that shit off, put it all in a bush, right behind the slide. But when that nigga showed up, this is where it gets stupid. This is where a nigga's speech was like, I don't know how I was speech checking this nigga. This speech was, I don't know if I could do the level of speech I did to this nigga, but everyone knows when I went to school, I either walked or I rode my skateboard. Everyone knows that. Everybody. We lived in a small town at the time. I'm talking about the school, the population like 2,000 people. 550 of those people go to fucking high school I'm at. That's like a quarter of the fucking town. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fucking knows, like, everybody know each other. Everyone knows I don't have a fucking car. Is what I'm saying. So when this nigga shows up and when I point out the raid, I'm like, bro, we can't, like, you see what's going on? Something's happening over there. So, we're not, let's not do this here. And he's like, fair enough. He's like, so where you want to go? He's like, I got the weed. And this is where this nigga's dumb. Also, as a dealer. If you haven't made the purchase, do not give the product to the consumer. That's just with business in general, nigga. Like, don't give the product to the consumer unless you're having them inspected and you have supervision, you know what I'm saying, to prevent any thievery. But this nigga fam, he gave me he had like a paper bag full of weed, right? A whole ounce. He gave it to me, I smelled it smelled fire, and I put it in my pocket. And I was like, all right, bro. I parked my car all the way across this bridge. There was this bridge by like where my apartments was. It goes to the other city. And like you can go under this bridge. There's like the river there and shit. Like people who go under the bridge, they're either fishing, they're going on a date with their, the people on a date, people smoking some weed, or some tweakers tweaking. It's one of the four. You know what I'm saying? It's like a community bridge. You know what I'm saying? That's my destination, is to go under the bridge, and then I'm gonna just run under there. And that shit leads straight to my house because it's like a perfect route, right? So boom. I told that nigga though, I parked my car all the way across the bridge. Keep in mind, we're like a mile and a half from this bridge. So what sense does it make that, nigga, I parked it across the bridge, then I walked to the park? That means I have to drive another mile away from my house, then walk another mile and a half to the park? Like, nigga, what? So this nigga, I'm telling you, I gave this nigga so many red flags from the beginning of the text in the morning to right now in the flesh. Like, this nigga's stupid, right? He's just stupid. Or he just trusts me. Like, he's like Lydia off of Skyrim. He's just blindly stupid. He just follows orders. We headed to the bridge, and I remember we were chit-chatting. I don't remember what we were talking about, because I remember I was just trying to, all that was in my mind is I gotta get this shit, right? Get the green to get some more green, you know what I'm saying? So that was all in my mind. So, I'm just an autopilot till we get to the bridge. Once we get to the bridge, this is how y'all know I was ignorant. Y'all remember Bonk Game? Before I said Bonk Game, I hit this nigga fam with my ult. Now I'm gonna give y'all this secret technique. This works in any situation, especially if you side by side, but nobody really sees this coming. I'm telling you, look. Look, this is like some real martial arts shit. Like, bro, this is like in the Vatican, like in the White House information. Like, I'm telling you, look. So what I did, we're walking, he right here. And I turn to him, I say, yo, fam, Bonk Gang, whole lot of gang shit. I hit, you see this pose right here? That's like a JoJo pose. Y'all can't see the feet. Hold on, look at the feet. You have to have the feet in this motion. He's on the side of me, I turn to him. Bam, nigga, backhand to the ball sack, nigga. Backhand fist, bro. That work anytime, bro. You can take down an elephant with that technique I just showed y'all. Y'all niggas better use that shit wisely, bro. That's like an S tier technique, bro. It's God level. So yeah, I hit that nigga with the fucking JoJo backhand fist to the ball sack. Dash it under the bridge. Now remember I told y'all niggas that this nigga he liked to brag about his fam up in Afghanistan chopping people's heads off and blowing niggas up and shit, right? He would always bring that up. When I hit that nigga with that combo, it wasn't even a combo, it was just a one-hit move. But once he was stun locked, he started speaking Arabic. I never heard this nigga speak Arabic in my life. Well, that's not true. I heard him speak, like, he would say words and shit, like in history class, like he'll correct the teacher and shit, like say a city or something, right? But I hit him with the balls, all I hear is Phoenix. Fuck you. The only English word I understand. And y'all, I'm telling you, I'm running under this bridge. It's like forest. There's a river and shit. I'm in like gravel and sand, nigga. I'm running and I'm hearing that behind me. I have flashbacks a nigga never knew he had, bro. I wasn't really afraid of this nigga, but when he started speaking his mother tongue, oh shit, nigga, that nigga, I started boosting it. I'm gone. I hit these. I was like these. I'm gone. And as I'm running, right, I do a cut to a corner, right, and I do a cut. I take a breath for a minute. I'm like, what the fuck going on? This nigga about to blow up. No racial. I'm like behind a tree. I peek the corner. I see this nigga. He's like running, but he's tired. But he's still grabbing his balls. And he running like this. And he's like, Phoenix, where are you? Where are you, bitch? I'm like, oh shit. Now there was two paths for me. Like I said, this route leads straight to my house, right? It led right to my apartments. Because there's like a park, the bridge, it's like all connected, right? So I go to, clearly to my apartments. But there's the local kids, there's like a playground, like the local neighborhood kids. They all know my name because they like to watch me skate when I skate in the parking lot. So I'm running, and I just see the little girl, oh, hi. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I just said hi. I turn back around like I'm gone. And then I go the other way, which like there's a fence, there's a bush, and then you gotta hop a fence. And then that's another way to my house, right? Nigga, I run, and like I said, it's thorns. I dolphin dive over the thorn bush. I still got caught on my leg a little bit. It's like under like this little hedge, and it was like a perfect little stash spot. I just threw that shit in there while I was on the ground. And as I'm on the ground, bro, I'm getting back up. I turn around. That nigga, he was like, so he was like, I say good 50 yards, 50, not even 50, like 60, 70 yards maybe. But he can see me, he's in eye view. He sees me getting up off the bush, and he said, "You bitch." And then he just started sprinting. And I was like, oh fuck. So I started running, I hopped the fence. And I remember I ran. I did like this weird circle. I did like a little loop-de-loop around like a building to confuse him a little bit. Then nigga, I run to my door. Now this is the problem when I ran to my door. Because my goal was to go to my window. This apartment that I lived in at the time, I was able to climb in and out my window. But like I said, all the kids was playing near my shit. So like, I couldn't really, you know what I'm saying? I looked suspicious as shit. Even though I feel like I should have did that. Because I feel like little kids wouldn't give a fuck. But at the same time, when you're in the moment and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, the heat is on. You got split-second decisions to do shit. Point is, I go to my front door. I'm like, fuck. My family, these niggas don't, you have to call them to open the door. Like, 95% of the time. It's loud as fuck in there. So I had no choice but to knock. I'm like, there's no way in. I'm tired. I already ran, got thorn bushes on me. I'm being chased by this motherfucking crazy nigga about to chop my head off his shit. So I just knock on the door. I'm banging on it. Boom, 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 boom. Nigga, I kick it and everything. But then this nigga finds me. Because like I said, I lost him. But then he finds me. He's like looking around. He turns. He sees my door. I'm like, oh, fuck. This nigga fam walks up to me. He's like, Phoenix, give it back. And I pull out my pockets like these. I'm like, bro, I don't have it, bro. It's gone. And he's like, well, where is it? And I'm like, I don't know. I lost it when I was running. He's like, you're fucking lying. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Now we're just having a childish argument. It's just, yes, you are. No, I'm not. That's what it became. And then eventually he's like, well, if you're not going to give it to me, I'm going to mace you. And that's when I look at him. Because, nigga, you just told me your ultimate move. I didn't know you had that in your bag. I watched too much Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece. I'm not going to let you charge up, nigga. I'm not going to let you do your ult. Especially if there's, like, a clear sign. Like, when I hit him with my ult, there was a little sign that did say Bonk Gang. But it was too fast. I said it all one motion dip. You know what I'm saying? I'm one word or no word. That's it. This nigga said a whole sentence. Stupid. As soon as this nigga, he started reaching in his pocket like this, I said, oh, hell no. Once that nigga started reaching in his pocket, I instantly grabbed his hand away from his pocket, put my arm to his motherfucking neck, slammed the nigga like these, then I had his head, boom, I'm kneeing, boom, boom, I'm punching, boom, boom, I'm there, boom, boom, and then I'm just slamming the nigga to the wall. And then the crazy thing is, my parents didn't hear me knocking on the door, but they heard me beating the nigga ass. So that's what made my dad come open the door. So as I'm beating this nigga ass, my dad, I just hear him open the door, and then I hear him step out. He's like, huh? And he's like, what the fuck y'all niggas doing? As soon as I saw the door, I did a little weak ass punch. I was done. I just want to go home, and I want to get my stash. So I did this. Boom. I said, weak. Ran in the house. I didn't give a fuck. I was done. I was over. I got mission complete in my book. Eventually, what happened was my parents confronted me. They all like came together. Like, what the fuck going on? What happened? This nigga said, oh, your son took my weed. I was like, no, I didn't. Yeah, you have no proof. I don't have it. So my parents like, well, where'd you do with it? I'm like, I didn't do nothing with it. I don't have any weed because I didn't, because I stashed it. So, yeah, basically, I got grounded for like 4 days. But before I got grounded and shit, this nigga threatened to call the cops. Nigga fam. And I looked at him. I said, nigga, you gonna tell him what? You a minor selling an ounce, which is a felony charge, and you that's like, an ounce is enough to be like, a nigga could just say, oh, you about to sell that. Even though niggas smoke ounces, that's enough for a cop to be like, oh, you about to sell it. So, what are you gonna tell him, nigga? You a minor selling that pack? And you got robbed, you want it back? Like, what did that, you're stupid. I told him to do it. I was like, nigga, call. And then he's like, all right, that'd be stupid. I'm like, yeah, you're dumb. So eventually, I was grounded, right? So I couldn't go outside for 2 days. Or 4 days, I mean. But within 2 days, I was eventually able to go outside because that's when I went to school. Because it was, it was the weekend those 2 days. But I had to check in and shit. So for 2 days, the weed is just sitting there. It's just sitting there, just, you know what I'm saying, in a bush. For 2 days, 48 hours. So I wake up early in the morning. I'm talking about early. Like, I think it was like 5. I don't know, it was like dark. Like, dawn, nigga. It was fucking sun rising. So I go in there, I go outside, and I go to where I stashed the shit by the fence, and I hop it over. I look, the paper bag's still there, but there's like a hole at the corner of it. And I ain't gonna lie, it looked like something got into it, like maybe a raccoon, a squirrel, a rat, a possum, skunk, I don't know. But I think it was an animal because when I opened it, there was like 3 nugs left. So I think whatever creature got into that shit, he got faded. He got faded, and he left me 3 nugs. And I was depressed. Cause I was like, damn, my mission would have been successful. But nigga, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I took those 3 nugs and I just threw them. I didn't even smoke them. I was just mad. Like I remember I looked at them in my hand, and I was like, I can maybe sell these. And I threw them shits. So yeah, I don't really know what the moral of the story is. There's no real moral. I guess there's one moral because this kind of happened recently, but like about a year or two ago, I like 4 years ago, I moved from like my old town where I went to high school at, and I moved back to my other neighborhood basically, right? Like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I went back to my old town because I went to like the mall, and I had to like get gas. I had to stop by my old town and shit. This nigga's there. This nigga fam is there. He looked different. I didn't even notice him because he has a beard. Like a full, like I said, this nigga Arab as fuck. He got a full beard on him. Like his shit bigger than mine, way bigger, right? Like he looked way different than before, right? So I didn't notice him at first. But I'm at the getting gas. I'm telling the nigga like, yo, put this in the tank. And I go in there to get like a drink or a snack or something. And all I hear is, hey, Phoenix, how you been, bro? I turn around and I said, who are you? That's what I do to people. People say, how you been? And I generally don't know who you are. I'm just, who are you? I don't know who you are. What's your name again? I don't know you. So that's what I did. I was like, who are you? He's like, remember me? It's fam. And I was like, oh, what's good? He's like, I don't know, I've been chilling, bro. How you been? I'm like, working. And then he's like, well, that's good. Good to see you. It's always nice to see you. We should hang sometime. And then he like dapped me up and left. And when he said that, I did kind of feel bad. I had like flashbacks. I was like, damn. Like, nigga, just a few years ago, bro, like, bro, I punched your balls and took your weed. Like, I would hate me.